Self-made illa. Raise a game sick Reese. It takes a nation of kings. Yeah. Hey. Look. Someone explain how the love get diminished, the J drain. Need our city replenished. Doc, nurses and dentists, less deaths, hearse and visits. The Amherst, making all our fams hurt with these losses. Need bosses, more politicians in office. Teachers teaching us C's, how these taxes really cost us. We wanna live free. JPD booking like a Boston. Protect and serve, wreck my nerve, pull me over often. As I ride clean out of Delta Sonic, got you thirsty. You pray I make a sudden move so you can try and murk me. One time for Lil Shay. Damn. Let me get it back. Less drinking and smoking, less we focused on our goals. Shedding love tie queens while we shun all the hoes. Setting traps for the rats that sent niggas to the max. Yeah, the devil doing numbers, case you wondered about his stats. I done studied them, I'm cutting them, I'm trying to make a way for you and me. Unity is G, that's what we should praise. To the real, I thank you. Life hard, but we pray with some action that can back it. We attack it, then we straight on the real. Shit, we'll be good. J-Town, love. Switch it up though. We lost sight, need braille. What the hell we been on? Do the crime and dodge time, they tell to get home. What the fuck? Get off that shit, bro. Love, take your way, my nigga. You can still shine bright, nigga. Fuck the limelight. Be a barber and keep our lines tight. Reese, keep the dawn right. Raise the game sick shit. You know what we need, love. More OGs to coach us. I coach, I ain't feeling kosher. Share that knowledge and that wisdom like you niggas been supposed to, motherfucker.
You've abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Just a vacancy. Love don't live anymore.
Listen to me.
What's going on?
Circle it off. You know, do a nice round circle.
When they going live, I gotta go home. I gotta be at work.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Man, you think we can pull it off?
Y'all see.
Man, get that shit up off my head. Like I had that shit on at Washington. They know what's up.
Put the camera on me. I'm finna kick this shit off if they ready or not.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, Don Miller.
Camera been on.
Step in your bed.
The camera been on?
Goddamn, they had me in the. Hey.
Let's get it.
Hey, you don't need four. No, that was Lil Rock. That did.
You ready?
At the crib on State Street. I was out there, yeah.
In Lockport?
Yeah.
It takes a nation.
That's me, I just sent it to you.
So yeah, It Takes a Nation podcast. Fellas, something was on my mind. You know, in comparison with the young OGs and the big OGs, this and that. Who do y'all really feel like kinda, you know, we in a position right now where it's like a misunderstanding, you know what I mean? So who do y'all feel like anybody dropped the ball here, or do y'all feel like what do y'all feel like y'all would have changed or something coming from, you know?
Well, some things that I would have changed. You know what I'm saying? I feel the younger person, they dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? They should have kept it OG. They should have kept it live. They should have kept it within the literature and laws and literature. You know what I'm saying? They keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They have everybody understanding, everybody be smooth, especially for the black community and the black people.
Right.
I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? I've been out on the street just like he is an OG.
Right.
We just want to keep it live, want to keep it straight. We love the black people.
Right. So you do feel like it was the younger crowd that kind of fumbled along the way?
The younger crowd did fumble kind of way as far as caught it off track, you know what I'm saying?
I really disagree with that.
Okay, talk to me.
Because it was the older guys to cuff the younger guys coming up and give them direction.
True.
We failed to give them direction. So by we failing them to give them direction, they have nowhere to go.
True.
So they run around wild. You know what I'm saying? So they run around wild, so they don't know right from wrong, or you know what I'm saying? It's the point that the older guys felt so back off of the younger guys because as the younger guys started coming up, they just started not respecting the older guys and not trying to listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to get no type of direction. They feel that they young and grown already. They
I
know
ain't gonna say it's that though neither. It's more or less old niggas got tired of going to jail and start falling back and stop teaching. It wasn't the young niggas did, but y'all not even showing good examples.
Right.
So if the old niggas ain't showing no good example, what the fuck am I doing listening to you for? What am I taking advice from you if you not showing me a good example? Can't no nigga tell me how to make a million and ain't never made it. You can't expect me to be something you ain't showed me how to be. So,
but you know, and then again, the ball can bounce both ways.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna.
You gotta be receptive to the teaching, but at the same
the ball can bounce both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just can't be the OGs or the young guys coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because all in all, we had a part to do with it, they had a part to do with it. So we can't just point the finger and say that they did or we did. You know what I'm saying?
Right, the blame goes both sides. It's a disconnection or something.
That go back to me.
Just like I remember old niggas, I remember the hood, it was hood cleanup days. Respect them old people. Y'all gotta clean the block up. Y'all gotta do this. Y'all can't do certain shit.
Yes.
When them old niggas stop enforcing them rules, alright, we gonna do what we do then. There was a lot of shit I knew I couldn't do in the hood, G, because I've never seen none of them old niggas do it.
Yeah, true.
I knew I couldn't disrespect that old lady that stayed on the corner. Because that old lady saved me a few times from going to jail.
And we coming to see you.
Oh, that's a respectful little dude.
If you disrespect
You disrespected that old lady? Hold on, fam. Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Back in them days,
but
I'm going to keep it 100.
That also go with
we had laws and limits back in them
society.
days. We was one.
Outside of
East side.
the street shit, the law.
We was as one.
When they was changing shit up, fam, if we could bust a nigga down, if you could start a riot, you could stop it.
Man, that shit sound like that's how it should be.
You jump in his yard, he coming out there. I know who house not to stand in front of. I know which. Oh, it's no sense of community. We used to have church picnics in the hood.
Oh, most definitely.
We used to have a lot of stuff. We've stepped back from our neighborhoods and communities because of the laws, RICO, and all these other things they doing. If you got any influence in that neighborhood, you're a problem. So the old niggas fell back because they didn't want to get caught up and get no time for what the shorties was doing. But y'all ain't teaching them what not to do.
What not to do. But let me tell you what I'm saying.
That shouldn't have been an issue though.
It shouldn't have been, but
you know what I'm saying? Because if you trying to bring the neighborhood up, like you saying, keep community. You said you don't want to be a martyr, but somebody got to. You know what I'm saying? So to pass that shit on, to keep that shit moving forward, somebody got to goddamn do it.
Somebody got to do it,
but that's true. It's a disconnect somewhere along that line from the start to where we at right now.
You said,
that it's been an issue to where motherfuckers done separated instead of coming together.
How many people are willing to do it?
It's not a lot of people willing to do it, man.
How many people are really willing to say, okay, me personally, I did all the bullshit.
It's too much jealousy among
I'm willing
black
to die
people.
to keep my son from making them same mistakes.
It's too much jealousy among black people.
Keep your son from making them same mistakes.
Some people don't want to see the next black man doing good.
On my grave before you got caught in some bullshit.
Oh, he coming up. That's it. Honestly, it's too much jealousy among the black people.
And that shit might be that fear tactic also, because every leader we done had, America done murdered.
The murder took him out.
Of course
like you were saying about
who want to be the martyr?
Exactly.
Who want to be the sacrifice?
You know what I'm saying? It's that fear tactic.
But at the end of the day, like they say, a coward dies 1,000 times.
So the soldier only dies
so if I
once.
die for knowing I'm doing right, I'm gonna take that.
Right.
But if I just don't and bite my tongue every time I see some injustice, I'm gonna die every time I go through it.
Not to cut my man off, but you know what they gotta start with though? They gotta start with the women. Because if the mother's raising their kids to have that mentality, just imagine when you went home and if you had the type of mother that said, you went up to this boy jumped on you and she said, you better get your ass back out there and fight him.
Yeah.
So we're raising punks. We're not raising soldiers.
Well,
because we got a concept of death.
Misunderstanding.
No, but hold on. You ain't gotta agree with it. But let me make the point.
Listen.
Now, if your mama tell you to fight, you gonna go fight harder than you ever fought in your life.
Exactly.
If your wife tell you to go fight, but when you got your wife telling you, no, baby, just let Jesus handle it. Let's just pray on it, and then that turn you into a punk. You're not even the defender.
Okay, I thought you was going.
You see what he's saying right there?
Right. In my head,
imagine if your mama told you to go fight.
When you said it started with a woman,
it do start with the woman because she's the first teacher.
Instantly went with where the child need a father also.
No, what I'm saying, it started with the woman because she's the most important part. First teacher, she's the most important part of it. You out there earning the money.
Right, I get it.
The mama is giving that child that lessons. The daddy just the enforcer.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
He didn't enforce it to the lessons. So I hated going to church when I was a kid. Right. But look, both. My mama said that was law. So my daddy would say, boy, you better go with your mama.
Right,
He just enforced the law. He ain't going though. But go with your mama though.
Make sure you get up there and go to church.
True.
It give him peace of mind anyway. Yeah. The kids about the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta give you love.
The mother is the first teacher of the child. The father just instructed, and he stand on it. You heard what your mama said, boy. Because he want to go to sleep good at night too. So he want to, he don't want to beef with wifey. So he gonna take sides with her. Yeah. Hey, you heard what your mama said. Yeah. So we need our women on that page.
I 100% agree with that. And like we was talking earlier, man, we was talking about, self-love, self-respect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You cannot expect no one else to love or respect you if you're not loving yourself, respecting yourself first and foremost.
Want another drink?
You know what I'm saying?
No, just sit it down, bro.
That's definitely what.
I don't need no another drink.
That's the type of it as well.
Yeah, like we was talking about, man. I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Who gonna teach you that self-respect though? Do you think that's something taught, or do you
gotta have it yourself?
You gotta
have it yourself.
No.
No, you gonna learn it on your own on some parts though.
That has to be
the
taught.
foundation. That's your mama telling you beautiful.
Right, it got to be taught.
Your daddy telling you I love you.
Because the media gonna teach you something totally different.
Because them the first people you look up to. So if they not putting that in you, to telling you, nigga, you great, you this, you that, you this, you not just go find it on yourself.
What if you ain't got both of them?
Somebody should be able to. That's why I'm saying, if you don't, it takes a nation.
Right.
So if you ain't got that mama and daddy, my niggas that's dead, I know I'm supposed to do that for their kids.
Right.
I'm supposed to give it to their kids because their daddies is gone. It takes a nation for me to just turn my back and be like, man, it don't go that way.
So how do y'all feel community should be community? So in our community, we just happen to have crackheads, heroin addicts, bums, you know what I'm saying? Not saying they're not in other communities, but in our community, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all, as personal, each one of us being men and him, ignore these people? Do you try to help when you get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Because if I got something and you fucked up and I see you, I might not give you no cash because you might be on bullshit with me.
Yeah.
But I offer to buy you something to eat.
It depends.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you some cash.
Because they part of the community also.
I give you some cash.
I might, but
at the same time, game recognize game. If I see you walking to every car in this parking lot, no,
I'm not gonna give you nothing.
Fucking with you.
I'm not gonna fuck with you.
But if I really feel like, man, this is what's on my heart to do something for you,
I'm gonna help you.
I'm gonna bless you.
So, alright, so you saying like the youngins not
I'm gonna give it to you.
Official if they don't, if they wasn't around the originators, or if they just don't know about, like, what you trying to say?
Not even if they don't know about, but I'm saying the sense of pride that comes from that. of that area, that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They not growing up in the same time as we did when we all pile up and ride bikes. We all get together and go to the Boys and Girls Club. And those things are still around, but they ain't doing it like we used to do when we were shorties.
Right.
They ain't going to swim in the quarry with the... We used to pile up 10, 15 deep and just go steal chrome caps and do little goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And we all got to make it back home. Ain't nobody getting left.
But what I'm saying, what you were saying for like the young guys coming up.
They don't have an example. Meaning, they don't have an example of what you represent really is. Like I grew up on the corner
They
of
getting
First.
their examples off them boys off of TV.
Off of TV. When
And
I
them
grew up,
rappers, that's why they dress them clothes.
I had
looking at
niggas telling us this, that, and the other. Don't do this. And I fuck what they was telling me. I saw it.
Saw it.
I seen how a gangster walk when his curl drop on that motherfucker and he hit that dip. I seen how they cuff their pants.
You could never wear.
Put they swag together. Okay, what they nobody say. They could be mad at me. Eastside niggas been the freshest niggas since day one.
Which I think I probably already know the answer, but for the people listening that don't know what's on our mind, because this is what this is for, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
How do we, us sitting right here in the room right now, change that shit? How do we get a group of us on our side to give that sense of community back to the community?
Communication, forgiveness. Like forgiveness is a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a different. I wouldn't expect it. Can you elaborate on that? I ain't trying to be elaborate on that because that's a different answer.
I come from a big family in Joliet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure we've done things to people. They've done things to us. At the end of the day, you have to be. If we trying to get towards. We trying to walk towards the future. Not necessarily saying we have to forget about the past, but you gotta damn near like, you know what I'm saying, accept the next. I mean, you just not just saying it like if motherfucker did something to my peoples or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody gotta have a genuine apology, a genuine sense of wanting to change and like look out for. I got 3 kids and I want 6 more, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So it's just like I'm not just living for myself.
Yeah, I was thinking.
You say what, bro?
6 more.
What made you pick?
So you want 9, right?
Cause I was gonna say I want 3 more, but that wasn't. You know, Houston. You know, my uncles, man, they got 9 or better. My daddy, you know, they got 9 or better, bro. So,
That's a deep answer.
hey, we a big family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so you
I
know,
get it, my nigga.
It's the bigger picture is what you looking
Hey, look,
at.
so I'm looking at it from like
I don't want that many more.
they future though too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause they always say we ain't gonna really get to see the change, the evolution or whatever, you know what I'm saying, gonna happen or whatever, and that's cool. We just here to play our role or whatever. So yeah, man, I feel like communication, forgiveness though is like probably if we can get through that, you know, because I mentioned bad blood earlier.
Alright, I got
like,
a question for you though.
For
How
me,
do you get to forgiveness? And is that a code for us all? Or is that just how you go live personally? If I forgive you, do the family forgive you? Do we all forgive you? Or is it just me personally accepting it and just, okay, I forgive you?
Me personally, I ain't gonna lie, lifestyle. Like I like how they did things. Like I'm not 100% sure on it, but you know, so I did some research. They had the top of the families sit together, and you know what I'm saying.
Watch that shit.
It is what it is.
Right.
Ain't finna be no what the little small people in the family, or not even say it like that. The media, whatever, man. Look, this is what we doing as a family. So like, I just feel like we need to down there break it down into something like that. Like not even really just sides.
Probably not necessarily family, which would probably even be better because we went into a east side versus
that ain't cool. It gotta be families, bro. It gotta be like it gotta be something
make it more
like
personal.
Take it. Yeah.
I like the way you
I'm
think.
a fan of that.
I like the way you think. That make a lot of sense.
For real.
Okay. Now, with that being said, it got to be a family issue. Who do you elect? Do you elect the oldest?
That's tricky. That's a tricky subject.
Because the oldest one's set in their ways.
Exactly. And
so they might not be like,
see,
trying to hear that shit you talking about.
My fan, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, we don't really have an issue. Like, it's definitely the who's been in it, who's the titan of the situation, who's the survivor, and then it's also the brain though too at the same time.
Yeah, I think you got
to
vote.
So the brain, like,
okay,
you can't.
You got to vote.
Not even the enforcer. You can have the enforcer that's out there too. He can't. You can't lead though.
If it's okay, if you say
he gonna murder everybody. Fuck it.
But do his seniority count? Do his seniority overweigh the brand?
The older guy?
It shouldn't. I don't
do the seniority overweigh
I don't think it should. I think you should
overweigh the brand. Oh, that's a nice question.
Right, it is a nice question. I think you should go with the sensible person who also
the brain gotta overrule the body.
You set the sensible person up with the oldest or with the one who has most experience in the subject.
Yeah.
So a sensible head can talk, and the experience can talk.
The wisdom.
Right, exactly. And them two can come to a situation, and then we can send the sensible one off the top for the family. Because it's a family, so it got to work in just like he said, it got to work in you got to have a top, second, third. You know what I'm saying? It got to work together. Just my opinion.
They all talking to each other, bro. They all talk.
Go down there and tweet right now.
It shouldn't be no and being one, go back to your story. The original story. How we was existing on this planet with peace and harmony for thousands of years.
Nah, but look though.
What you saying? You take something from it, not their own blueprint.
Right.
That's what you take something from it,
bro.
I get that.
That's what you supposed.
But what he was
I
saying,
think all my ancestors, I think all the leaders, Nip, Pot, everybody that molded me and taught me, like, you might not want to do that.
Right.
That's probably like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this. I'm years, bro.
But that plant,
you gotta also, hold on though, because you gotta also look at it like this. Have you ever seen an Italian advertise? Have you ever seen Chinese advertise? Have you ever seen Mexicans advertise? Anything. Commercials, anything.
Yeah.
What?
Man, you got
P.F. Chang and all them franchises are not Hispanic or Chinese. I'm talking about.
You got Hispanic. You got different people that own car lots, car salesmen and shit like that. So
I'm talking about shit that could do with their nationality and their people. They support they self. They do not advertise. They do not get in politics. They do not bother with none of that shit. I'm not talking about those that were born in America and know American tradition. I'm talking about those that come over here from where they're from. They go buy their land and build their own community, and they do not give a fuck about politics, the police, or none of that other shit, because we go hold out our section. That's why every city you go in, there's a Chinatown, Greek town, Little Haiti, or whatever else. They buy up everything in that area and stand strong for them.
Okay, then.
They're not involved in any of that other bullshit.
Well, how about this then?
They build because they don't have the problem that we have as worrying about racism, because they're working on some other shit.
All right,
who you think dropped the ball? Was it the big OGs? Was it the young OGs? You know what I mean? And also, what do you feel like will help us as a community, as a town? 815, Joliet, Illinois, and the other.
Right, not just 815.
Not just us.
478.
Us as a people.
Motherfucking